Hey everyone, Ozagus here, and today I'd like to talk to you about one of my favorite games. Now, I will warn you beforehand, when handling this game, you need to be incredibly careful because it's
Superhot.
of course, you've read the title, you know we're talking about.
Superhot.
Now, when the game came out, it was,
Superhot.
and isn't really a joke. In 2019, it sold over 2 million copies, and surprisingly, people bought the VR version more than the actual PC version. So, I'm the kind of person who likes precise explanations of things. So, I'm going to explain my criteria for reviewing games. Number 1, the game has to have solid mechanics. People, myself included, like games that aren't janky. A game that never has you saying, "This game is bullcrap. He didn't even touch me? How did I die?" You know, stuff like that. That's why people like games like Mario, because it follows a strict grid style. Mario can only jump so high, and it's very clear when you're killed by an enemy and why. Number 2, the game needs to be fun. Normally, I don't like my criteria to be subjective, but A, this is my review criteria, and I can do whatever I want. B, it's arguably one of the most important parts of playing a game. You wouldn't play something that you don't enjoy playing, would you? Number 3, the game has to have a compelling story. Now, this category doesn't really apply to games that don't have stories, but for those that do, it needs a good one. May that be something with a very deep lore, like Halo, or something like Papers, Please, which has a story intermixed with gameplay, but listen closely and you'll notice that it makes a lot of political points. And now, on to the actual review. So I'd like to go ahead and address the first criteria of a good game. Solid mechanics. A game without any "how in the hecking god did I just die" moments. Now, it's impossible to have a game without any of these moments, but there are certainly a few games that get really close. And I think that Superhot does a good job with this. Normally, you could figure out how you died. Typically, there was an enemy behind you that you didn't notice, or it's really obvious that someone shot you in the face. If you're even remotely aware of your surroundings, you can figure out why you died. So I'd say Superhot does a good job with this. The mechanics are solid, the gameplay is good, and it's easy to know what's going on. 3.8 stars. Whatever that means. On to number 2. Are you having fun? Now, this answer can vary from person to person, but for me, I had hecka fun, man. This game had me feeling like John Wick. I was the god of death. The life and death of every red guy was in my hands. I was the ultimate being. I could have defeated Goku and the Dark Peasant from Tabs with relative ease. If someone wished to live, they must get on their knees and beg for my forgiveness. Okay, fine, maybe it's a power trip, but it's fun. Now, on to the second requirement. A compelling story. I may be a little biased here, but to be honest, I really like
Superhot.
and its story. It brings to light the violence and the absence of remorse that a human can have. You're killing red guys for seemingly no reason. Faceless, featureless, as if lambs to the slaughter. You blow each of their brains out without a single thought. As the game progresses, you succumb to Superhot. When you're told to kill, you do, without thought.
Superhot. Superhot.
Okay, so my final thoughts on Superhot. I think Superhot is a magnificent game. It delves deep into the intricacies of the human mind and how violent one can be. But at the same time, it provides a fun gaming experience that people can enjoy. In my experience, it normally isn't too janky. Nothing's very crazy. It makes a lot of sense. And overall, I think that it's a fun gaming experience that majority of people can enjoy. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Superhot, guys. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It took a little longer to make because it's a little more editing heavy and I'm just simply not very good at editing. But please, like and subscribe. And while you're down there, leave a comment. It gives me a chance to talk to you guys and get an idea of what y'all want to see. And maybe while you're down there, you can leave me some tips on how to get better at Minecraft PvP and how I can edit better. I use Shotcut, by the way, so if it's a free editing software, Shotcut. And anyways, I have been Ozagus, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.